So in the last class, we were discussing about the 9th chapter. I think we have done up to the 20th verse. And from there, we'll have to proceed. Or rather, we've done the 17th, right? Up to the 17th. So a couple of quick questions before we proceed. In the 9th chapter, which is called as Raj Vidya, we see that Sri Krishna is disclosing or revealing a supreme truth to Arjun, knowing that Arjun is not only his best friend, but also a very great disciple of his. So Sri Krishna begins to reveal in the 9th chapter as to what is Raj Vidya. It is the king of all the knowledge. That's why it is called as Raj Vidya. Because the word Raj means king. So here, as Sri Krishna reveals the truth about Raj Vidya to Arjun, he reveals the two types of energies which are prevailing. Both energies are Sri Krishna's energies only. But one energy will make you think that Sri Krishna is there in the material or the world of matter, whereas the other energy will help you to contemplate upon his true form. So, dear friends, do you all remember which two energies am I talking about? The two energies which are prevalent. It's not a very direct question, but we have been talking about it.
Is it Sri Krishna's material and divine energy?
Exactly, perfect. The first energy is material energy. The second one is divine energy. Can you all please differentiate between the two energies? What will happen for those who follow the material energy and for those who follow the divine energy?
For someone that will follow the materialistic energy will have atheistic views, live in maybe a deluded state, as well as their fruitive actions would be wasted.
Very good.
And they would continue the cycle of birth and death.
Exactly. Very nice. Yes. And how about those who follow the divine energies?
They will be able to see Sri Krishna's true form and understand Paramdham.
And transcend this worldly ocean, is it? So when they exit the birth and death cycle, they will be able to transcend the worldly ocean and they will be able to reach the abode of Sri Krishna, which is the supreme abode. Because Sri Krishna is the one who has created this world, and all the other deities are also part of Sri Krishna only. We may call them the sparks of his own consciousness. Therefore, Sri Krishna is the supreme Lord. He's called as Paramatma. So, the last time we were looking at the 16th and the 17th verse, where Sri Krishna said that for those who perform the Vedic rituals, it is called as yajna. I suppose if you'll get a chance to visit India sometime, or maybe even on internet also, you may just say yajna or sacrifices, and you will get to see the picture of how a yajna looks like. There is a sacrificial fire in between, and several times offerings are made into that fire. These offerings are made in the names of different gods. But in 16th and the 17th verse, Sri Krishna has very explicitly mentioned to us that the Vedic ritual of yajnas itself is me. Whatever is being offered as an offering, that also is myself. I am the clarified butter which has been put during the offerings. I am the fire as well. Because in the yajna, the chief deity is the fire. So Krishna says that I am everything in the yajna. The offerings come to me. So, what is he trying to say? He is trying to say that I am the father of this universe. I am the sustainer. All that you do, those things through which you are doing the offerings, is also myself. And those things which you are offering is also my farm only. Finally, all that comes and merges to me only. So I am the father, I am the sustainer of the entire universe. Let me tell you one more thing about the yajnas, the sacrifices. These are those rituals through which people desire so many things. For those who do not uh, get a child, they can also perform a yajna. For those who want a very good job or want to be married, so many reasons could be there for doing yajna. A simple reason would be if they want rains, they will still perform a yajna. So, by performing the yajna, which is a Vedic ritual, there are specified mantras through which the specific results can be obtained. The whole purpose of this Vedic ritual is purity. So, once you become purified, whatever wish you make while you do the prayer will be granted. So, in this manner, the Vedic rituals are performed, and Krishna says that each and everything is but me alone. So, I will now share the verse with you, and then we can proceed with the next verses as well. I have shared up till I think the 16th verse. So, let me share the further ones. So, okay. Can you please tell me the last line of what you have written?
I didn't write down exactly what you wrote, but it
Yeah.
says Krishna is the Vedic ritual sacrifice and oblation in Vedanta.
Okay. Okay. Understood. So, I'm just going to paste it here, and you please see for yourself from where have you written. You can just continue to write afterward. I think you'll have to write from of this universe. I am the father. I think that's where you have to continue from. So now Shri Krishna begins to say that I am the father, the mother, the sustainer, and the grandsire, or let us say the grandfather of this universe, which means I am the roots of this universe. Whichever method one takes, finally he's going to reach up to me only. However, we need to understand what is the fastest way to reach him. Because if you keep on performing small little things, it will take a lot of time to reach him. But bhakti is that method by which You can attain Sri Krishna in this very birth itself. So slowly and steadily, Sri Krishna is coming to exclusive devotion and its importance. In this chapter itself, he will reveal the importance of exclusive devotion towards Sri Krishna. Now, he's saying, I am the purifier, I am the goal of knowledge, I am the sacred syllable Om, and I myself is the four Vedas. The four Vedas are also named as Rigved, Samaved, Yajurved, and the Atharvaved. So, all these Vedas are nothing but Sri Krishna. So, what is he driving us at? Let's try to follow this. He says, I am the supreme goal of all the living beings, and I am their master, I am their sustainer, I am the witnessing person as well. I am the abode, shelter, and their friends also. He says, I am the origin, end, as well as the resting place of the entire creation. So look at me from whichever angle possible, you are going to reach me alone. There is no other way that you can reach anywhere else, because I am the repository as well as the eternal seed. So repository would mean the source of everything. Having said all this, having described about his divine personality, now slowly Sri Krishna begins to say that I radiate heat as the sun, I withhold as well as send forth rain. So whatever changes we see in the climate are also brought about by Sri Krishna only. And I am immortality as well as death personified. Whether you look at me in my eternal form or whether you look at me in the form of death or the cosmic time, both ways, it is nothing but myself. So anything which is made up of matter or any spirit or consciousness within the matter is nothing but my form itself. It is me alone who is pervading in the entire universe. So, by saying all these things, now Sri Krishna has widened the vision of not only Arjun, but also the listeners of Bhagavad-gita. So all of us now know that anything which is made up of matter and the consciousness is but a spark of Sri Krishna only. So where is he not present? There is no such place where Sri Krishna is not there. He's there everywhere. Saying so, now let us see the 20th verse. Those who are inclined to fruitive activity described in the Vedas worship me through ritualistic sacrifices. I'll just read out, because only after reading I'll be able to tell you the entire meaning of what he's trying to say. Being purified from sin by drinking the soma juice, which is the remnant of the yajnas, they seek to go to heaven. By virtue of their pious deeds, they go to the abode of Indra, the king of heaven, and enjoy the pleasures of the celestial gods. Now, let us concentrate, because from here, after stating that who am I, what are my various forms, now Sri Krishna is letting us know as to how should one reach Sri Krishna. What is the ideal way of reaching Sri Krishna? For which, in the 20th verse, now Sri Krishna is trying to say that for those who perform the sacrificial fires, the rites and the sacrificial fires, that is called worship through the Vedas. So, finally, what happens is when a person who performs those yajnas or the sacrificial rites, he will get the prasad of the yajna, just as we do our seva puja. And what is the final thing that we get? We get Sri Krishna's prasad, which is very precious. Similarly, those who perform the fruitive activity as described in the Vedas, they also get the remnant prasad, and that is in the form of the soma juice, which is considered to be nectar, amrit. And that nectar is being consumed by the person who performed the sacrificial fire rites. When he consumes that, he becomes eligible to go to the heaven or the paradise. When the person goes to the paradise, over there, who is the king? The king is called Lord Indra. And the person goes to Lord Indra, stays with him in the heaven, and enjoys all the heavenly pleasures. So, in this manner, when he is enjoying the heavenly pleasures, it is similar to us going on a vacation, because for that much time in which he is in the heavens, he will not have to come to the birth and death cycle. So there's a temporary halt in his birth and death cycle because he is in the heaven enjoying the pleasures. Now, Sri Krishna says that how long will the heavenly pleasures exist for him? How long he will be able to enjoy the heavenly pleasures? It is not forever and ever. He can enjoy the heavenly pleasures only to the extent of the merits that he has got in his account. Once the merits are exhausted, he will have to come back into the cycle of birth and death. So the heavenly pleasures might be very attractive to us or to the ordinary human beings. But actually speaking, these heavenly pleasures are only for a temporary period of time, just as we go out on vacations and come back home. But when we come back home, again, we are in the same routine, going to the job, going to school, college, studying, and our routine activities. Similarly, for some point of time, the person can enjoy the heavenly pleasures, after which, when he comes back into the mortal world, he will again have to go and fall back into the cycle of birth and death. So that transmigration keeps on going for him. So let's see what Shri Krishna says further, because the flow of this chapter is very beautiful. And let's have a look at this in the further verses, what Shri Krishna is saying. So I have given you all the further verses. If you look at the 21st verse, Sri Krishna says, when they have enjoyed the vast pleasures of heaven, the stock of their merits being exhausted, they return to the earthly plane. There's no other place to go. They have to return back to the earth. Thus, those who follow the Vedic rituals, desiring the objects of enjoyment, repeatedly come and go in this world. Therefore, Krishna has made it very clear that even when you follow the Vedic rituals, you engage in doing the sacrificial rites, etc., yet by earning merits, you can only have a little time in the heavenly pleasures till your merits are there. Once the stock of your merits are exhausted, you fall back into the cycle of birth and death. So he's talking about those who follow the Vedas and do the Vedic rituals. Now, are there any questions for this? Up till here, is it clear for you? So then let's proceed to the 22nd verse. This is a beautiful verse, and I have tried to give you one extract of Bhagavad-gita. If you see at the end of this 22nd verse, you will find it. First, let's read the meaning of the verse. There are those who always think of me and engage in my exclusive devotion. To them, whose minds are always absorbed in me, I provide what they lack and preserve what they already possess. This shloka or this verse of Bhagavad Gita is extremely famous as compared to all the other verses, because Sri Krishna has declared or stated a very important point here. The first thing he says is talking about those who are exclusively devoted to Sri Krishna. What does he mean by exclusive devotion? Those devotees who know Sri Krishna to be the roots of the world, this universe, and therefore those devotees who see Sri Krishna even in matter and even in consciousness. Those are the devotees who worship only Sri Krishna without worshipping any other deities, any other cherished deities. It is not because of partiality, it is not because of any disrespect, but because of the fact that those devotees know that if I worship Sri Krishna, all the other forms of deities are included. They are there in Krishna. They are not separate from Sri Krishna. So it is like watering the plant. You have to water the plant in the roots itself. You need not go to every leaf and water it. You have to directly supply the water in the roots. And that water will spread everywhere in that plant. Similarly, we know that Sri Krishna is the roots of everything. So, worshipping Sri Krishna alone, we offer all our emotions, all our merits and demerits at his lotus feet. He will take care of all of these. The devotees who have this exclusive devotion towards Krishna, they will remain absorbed in his leelas, in his sports. They would love to know about his sports, the various leelas which he plays. Now, Sri Krishna has declared that it is my promise to such devotees that I provide what they lack and preserve what they already possess. Please understand this fact. It will be really helpful to us in our life. Maybe if we also lack something or the other in life, because nobody is complete and perfect. All of us are lacking in some or the other aspects. In whichever aspect we are lagging behind, Krishna says that if you're my exclusive devotee, then I will fulfill all those things in which you are lagging behind. He also says that whatever you have, I will preserve it. Many a times, the devotees who are exclusively devoted to Sri Krishna, they leave everything to Sri Krishna. Their safety, their wealth, their health, everything is left to Sri Krishna for him to protect us. I'll just give you one small example here. This example is of a saint. This saint was exclusively devoted to Sri Krishna. And one day it so happened that the door of his house was not locked. So a thief saw this and he wanted to enter the house and rob away all those things which were there. But the thief could not enter the house despite the fact that it was not locked. Why did this happen? I'll tell you in a while. The thief came the second day also, thinking that maybe today I get a chance to enter. He still sees that the house is not locked. The third day, the fourth day. Finally, after about a week, during the daytime, he came and bowed down to that saint, apologized for the wrong thing which he had in his mind, that I want to steal him. But what made him apologize in this manner? The very fact that whenever he came and he saw that the house was not locked, he thought of robbing away everything from the house, but he could not enter because who was the gatekeeper? He could see Krishna as the gatekeeper, and therefore he did not dare to enter inside and steal away things. All I'm trying to say is Krishna protects us from all the evils. Why? Because you're exclusively devoted to him. You are under his responsibility. He will take care of small as well as big things. He will take care of you in all aspects. All you have to do is be exclusively devoted. That's it. If you are absorbed in his thoughts, in his leelas, in his sports, it is Sri Krishna who will take care of every single aspect of your life. So, why did Sri Krishna become the gatekeeper for the saint? Because the saint during the night time was immersed in his devotion. He was singing praises of the Lord. And he forgot that I am not locking the door. So, the people in this world of Maya, they will always look to do wrong things. But the Lord will always protect you from any evil things which people are trying to do for you. It is his responsibility. So Krishna saw to it that since my devotee is engaged in my devotion during the night time and has forgotten to even lock his house, he has small little things in the house for his own use. And if they will be stolen, the poor person, the saint, will suffer. Krishna does not allow that to happen as well. He protects him from all angles. This is how Sri Krishna protects each and every one who are devoted to him. He has made beautiful statements in this chapter whereby he's saying that how is he protecting the people who are extremely devoted or exclusively devoted unto him. So let's look at the extract of Bhagavad Gita. Please make a note of it. And if you can do it with a red color or a different color, it will be really good. And please always remember this in your mind, because we too are exclusively devoted to Krishna. And we need to know um, what is Sri Krishna saying for us in Bhagavad Gita. The extract which I have given you can be read as Yoga Kshemam Vahamyaham. Okay, I would just request all of you to please unmute yourself. Let's repeat it a couple of times so that you all can pronounce it easily. Yeah. Can I repeat? I mean, can I say and you all have to repeat, okay? Yoga Kshemam. I'm doing only half. Please repeat.
Yogakshemam.
Very good. Once more. Yoga Kshemam.
Yogakshemam.
Very good. Vahamyaham.
Vahayam. Vahayam.
Just a minute. Vaham. Vaham.
Vaham.
Vahamyaham. Okay, so that is Vahamyaham. You all can just split the spelling as V-A-H-A-A. Vaha. Then Mya. M-Y-A-H-A-M. Myaham.
Vaham.
Vahamyaham.
Vahamyaham.
Yes, very good. Yeah.
Vahamyaham.
Vahamyaham. So, Yogakshemam Vahamyaham. This is how it is read. Can you please try once?
Yogakshemam Vahamyaham.
Okay. Pranay, I just couldn't hear you. Can you please repeat?
Yoga Shivam Vaham Yaham.
Yeah, very good. Yes, Sandy, can you please repeat?
Yoga Shivam Vaham Yaham.
Yes, perfect. So this is how we have to say this. Please make some effort and try to get this by heart, because this will be with you in your entire life. That whenever you are in a difficult situation, you can always remember Sri Krishna and pray. In fact, you can just remember this and make your mind firm, because Sri Krishna has already made a statement: I am with my devotees who are exclusively devoted unto me. So we need to remember, because in times of difficulties, our mind becomes so jittery that it does not allow you to settle down. The courage which you have also reduces, and your confidence is also hampered. But if you keep remembering this, your mind will settle down, because you will say to your mind that Krishna has already promised Yogakshemam Vahamyaham. Yogakshemam, which means that Krishna is saying that I am going to protect whatever my devotee has, and whatever he does not have, all that I will provide it to him. There is a life insurance company in India. It's called LIC. It's run by the government of India. And LIC as a company, they have also adopted this as their tagline, because they want to assure the people that whatever investments the people are making, or whatever insurance that the people are taking from the company, they say that we will also protect you from all dangers. But dear friends, this is between us as a discussion, that even when they make a promise that they are going to safeguard us from all the difficulties, yet they have a limitation. The limitation as in, as an investor, if I invest a amount in their company, after a few years, they will return it back to me. And of course, with the interest and all those things. When I get that amount in my hand, maybe if it is stolen or it is robbed by somebody, now the company cannot do anything about it. But in the case of Sri Krishna, he will provide me with the amount, as well as he will see to it that I am safe and secured and nobody is able to take it away from me. So Lord Sri Krishna takes care of both the aspects. That's what I'm trying to say. So moving on to the 23rd verse. Here Krishna says, O son of Kunti, he's addressing Arjun. Even those devotees who faithfully worship the other gods also worship me, but they do so by the wrong method. Now, this needs a bit of explanation here. Now is Krishna saying that the devotees who worship the other gods are also worshipping me? That's fine, because he is the roots. Finally, everything done towards any god also goes to Sri Krishna only. However, he has made a point that when they worship the other gods, this is nothing but a wrong method. As I said, whomever we are devoted to, they are nothing but a spark of Krishna's consciousness only. We know that Sri Krishna is the roots of the entire universe. Despite of that, if we do not worship Krishna, if we worship the leaves, the fruits, the branches of the tree in the form of the celestial gods, goddesses, then we are adopting a wrong method. This is very clearly stated in Bhagvatgita. Therefore, Krishna says, do not go here and there, do not run after so many deities. Straight, you worship me with one-pointed devotion, and I will take care of each and every aspect of your life and your life after death too. So very clearly he is stating this fact. For those ordinary souls who do not know the greatness of Krishna, who do not know that Krishna is there in every particle of this world, for them to worship so and so other deities, gods, goddesses is okay. Because ultimately, whatever they are doing will go to Krishna, but this is an indirect method to follow Sri Krishna. Whereas those who know how powerful Krishna is, they will have to take a direct method and directly worship Sri Krishna. This is what is being recommended. Directly worship Sri Krishna and engage in exclusive devotion. Not that you worship Sri Krishna and you have so many other deities to worship as well. While and again, Sri Krishna will state this fact in Bhagavad Gita. Exclusive devotion. He has hammered it in the minds of the listeners and Arjun. So, slowly, he's explaining why is he stating this fact. If you look at the 24th verse, I have given you, yes, I've given you. I am the enjoyer and the only Lord of all sacrifices. But those who fail to recognize my divine nature will be reborn. See, an ordinary person who engages himself in the sacrifices, he makes the offerings. These offerings are made to Krishna only, directly or indirectly. Now, what is the result of those sacrifices? As per the Vedas, the result is that the doer of the sacrifices will go to the heaven and enjoy the heavenly pleasures. Isn't it? But finally, is he exiting the birth and death cycle forever? No. He will have to fall back in the cycle of birth and death. So Krishna says, for even the one who is performing the yajnas, the sacrifices, he gets to go in the heaven, enjoy the pleasures. But he is for sure not coming out of the cycle of birth and death. He will still be reborn. The reincarnations will continue. So, what is he trying to say? Should we not perform the sacrifices? I would say, instead of performing sacrifices, instead of indirectly devoting everything to Krishna, yet falling back in the cycle of birth and death, why don't we use our birth, which is so precious? This precious human birth should be utilized to directly worship Krishna. Therefore, in our Krishna Pranami faith, we directly worship only Krishna. Now, do you understand what is the importance of exclusive devotion? We know from where has Sri Krishna descended into this mortal world. Why has his advent taken place at all? It's for the Sakhis of Paramdham. And we are so blessed that we know Paramdham. We have the knowledge of Paramdham, by which we will be exclusively devoted to Krishna all our life. He will take care and safeguard everything in your life. We just have to be exclusively devoted unto Him. So, dear friends, we get this human birth after so many different births. This is very precious. Instead of performing the sacrifices or taking any other method to indirectly worship Krishna, what we are doing in Krishna Pranami faith is we know Sri Krishna's abode. We have his knowledge. We are directly devoted unto him all our life. And there is no other aim whatsoever. We are not trying to please any other deities, but only Krishna. So our total energy, our total willpower, our bhakti devotion is totally surrendered to Krishna alone. And therefore, he is the one who will help us to cross over the worldly ocean. That's for sure. So I want to do just one or one maybe one verse, and then you can stop for the day. Just a minute. So you can see the next verse on the screen. Here Sri Krishna is saying, worshippers of the celestial gods take birth among the celestial gods. Worshippers of the ancestors go to the ancestors. Worshippers of ghosts take birth amongst such beings. And my devotees come to me alone. How beautifully he has explained the path to go to him. But if you understand the verse completely, he's trying to say, whomsoever you worship in your life, you will attain that very personality. There are many people in India who know how to worship the ghosts. Now, you may think, who can worship ghosts? We always run away from them. But, dear friends, even the ghosts, they have got energies. Their energies are, of course, tamasic energies or the negative energies, but those energies can also be used to harm the others. Therefore, there are many who worship the ghost, get negative energies to harm the others. Those who are worshipping ghosts will be born in that ghost creation only. Those who worship any kind of celestial gods, they will attain the abode of those celestial gods. Similarly, many people worship their own ancestors. They will attain their ancestors. On the same lines, Krishna says, those who worship me will attain me. They will come unto me. Very, very clearly stated here. So, what do we infer? Our worship should be only towards Krishna, should be exclusively towards Him, so that our efforts during our worship of Krishna will all be counted, and He will take care of our merits as well as demerits, pap as well as the punyas. And He will take the charge of letting us cross over this worldly ocean. That is why the worship of Krishna is indeed very important. Now, there's a very, very beautiful verse here. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yome bhaktya prayachati. To worship Sri Krishna, do we need a lot of gold that we can offer Him? Do we need precious gems to offer Him? Or do we need a lot of wealth that we have to offer? How do we worship Krishna? So Sri Krishna says, I am making it very simple for you to worship me. Patram pushpam, which means even if you offer one leaf to me, that, oh Krishna, I have only this much of strength. I am just offering one leaf to you. Krishna says, I am happily going to accept it. If you just offer a single flower or one fruit to me, or if you do not have even a leaf, even a flower or a fruit, okay, you can just offer water to me. How simple is the Lord? But there is a condition. He says, I delightfully partake of that item offered with love. So whatever you offer should be with love. And see, there are many people who make a promise to the God by saying that, oh God, if I get so and so job, or if my marriage is fixed, then I will make offering of so many rupees unto your temple. But when the actual thing happens, because of his blessings, they are unable to do it, or they break their promise which they have made to the Lord. Why? They have a selfish intention. Their desire is fulfilled, and they will not complete the promise as well. This is so wrong. But Krishna says, never mind. I just do not want big promises. Even if a person is making a small contribution, but with love, that really matters for me. So, whatever small or big thing we do for Krishna, we offer to Him, we must see to it that it is done humbly and with love in our heart. If you are a well off person, you have a lot of wealth, then please try to help the temple. Please try to help the poor and the needy. However, for those who do not have anything to offer to Krishna also, Krishna says, don't think that I want material things. I just want that offering made by you with love and dedication. That is most important. We are not trying to say that if we are capable, still we will offer only a leaf, only a flower. No. Whatever you offer as per your strength and ability, that should be with love and dedication, not with a selfish motive, not with an egoistic mind. Krishna will accept it because he just wants the pure consciousness of the devotee, nothing else, the love in his devotee. So I think it is a very good place to uh, stop, because this will help us to ponder over what Sri Krishna wants from his devotees. He just wants the love and the devotion of your heart to reach him. I'll ask you a couple of quick questions and we will stop here. So today we looked at uh, from the verse 17 onwards. In the 17th verse, Sri Krishna has stated that I am so and so of the entire world. So, can you name what all things or what few things that Sri Krishna has mentioned? What is he to all of us in the world?
He says he is father, mother, grandfather, and sustainer of this universe.
Absolutely. Yes. So, he is everything to us, father, mother, sustainer, grandfather, and he is also the form of the Vedas. Everything is nothing but Sri Krishna. In the 18th verse, again, he's stating the fact I am the witness, the abode, and the shelter, and also a friend to all the beings who worship me. Who is the sun? Who is the rain? It is again Sri Krishna. And that's what he specifies in the 19th verse. If you say immortality or death, in both the forms, it is nothing but Krishna alone. What happens to those who perform the sacrificial rites, and what place do they attain?
Those who perform Vedic rituals and yagana sacrifices only will attain a place in the heavens with Lord Indra.
Yes, very good. And will they be able to stay there permanently?
No.
Okay, so for how much time do they stay there?
They stay for the duration of whatever merits they performed in their life.
Perfect. So after that, where do they have to come back?
To the material world.
Yes, to the earthly plane, to the material world. And here they again fall back into the cycle of birth and death. Okay. Now, Krishna has made a beautiful promise in the 22nd verse. What promise does he make?
That he'll like provide what his supporters lack and preserve what they already have.
Beautiful. Yes. So the verse is Yoga Kshemam Vahamyaham. Perfectly said by you. Very good. And Krishna says, those who do not understand my divine nature, what will happen to them?
They will be reborn.
They will be reborn. What do those worshippers attain who worship their ancestors?
They they become born with their ancestors.
Exactly. And how about those who worship the celestial gods?
They will go.
Sorry, go ahead.
They go to the home of the celestial gods.
Yes. And how about those who worship the ghosts?
He will be born among the ghosts.
Exactly. And what will happen to the devotees who worship Sri Krishna?
Come to his abode.
They will gain or attain his supreme abode. So Krishna has made it very clear, whatever you worship in your life, that is what you're going to attain as a fruit. So he is making us take a decision that in our life we will worship him exclusively so that we attain the supreme abode of Sri Krishna. And finally, in the last verse that we did just now, Krishna very simply has stated what all can be offered to Krishna during devotion.
Anything, as long as it's given with love.
Exactly. Can you name a few things that we have mentioned in the verse?
Leaf, flower, fruit, water.
Yes. So it is in a sequence, okay? You can offer a leaf or a flower or a fruit. If you don't have anything, then you can just simply offer water. But with great love and affection, Sri Krishna will be pleased even with that much. There's a beautiful story in Mahabharata. The wife of Vidurji. Vidurji is a very scholarly person in Mahabharata's episode. So his wife came to know that Krishna is coming to my small little hut. As soon as she came to know, she went and she collected some bananas. And whatever bananas she brought for Krishna, she began to taste it so that I will offer only something which is very good to him. But in this bargain, she kept on tasting the banana and she was offering only the banana peel to Krishna. And since it was filled with love, Krishna always accepted and had even that. He had so many peels offered by her until the husband Vidurji came over there. He sees what is his wife doing. And Vidurji said that, wife, what are you doing? You're giving the peel to Krishna and you're eating and tasting the fruit yourself. So it was at this point that she realized, but out of love, she was offering the peel and throwing away the banana. That's what happened to her. But Krishna still accepted it because there was love filled in her heart. It was not a selfish motive. There was nothing, no wrong motive in her. So whatever you do out of love and devotion is accepted by Krishna wholeheartedly. So